Yo, what's going on, Marvel fans? It's your boy Infamous, and today we're talking about Marvel Avengers. We have a crap ton of hype news to talk about today. If you guys are new to the channel, you guys enjoying the content, you like Marvel Avengers, go ahead and do something for me. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. That just helps me out, man. It supports the channel. If you guys are liking the content, like up the video. Make sure you guys do share it out so other Marvel fans can see it. And today we're talking about the Marvel Avengers answered questions on Reddit. So if you guys do not know who is answering these questions, it's going to be Vince Napoli, if I'm correct in saying his name, and he is the lead combat designer for Marvel Avengers. So we have tons of information, hopefully, great detail about what's going on in the game that's going to be answered for us today. I also want to give a shout out to Lejeune on YouTube, man. He has been amazing. He's a content creator, also making crap ton of content on superhero games like Marvel Avengers, Batman, Iron Man VR, and everything in between. I'll have a link to his channel down below. Y'all definitely go give my man a look. He is dropping all kind of fire content and also talk about the comics for Marvel Avengers. Now let's dive right into it, man. These are all the questions. I'll have a link to this right here for you. But these are all the questions that he did answer within the Reddit post, but I did break them down into separate sections, so let's dive into it. So first of all, the first question someone has is, do you think we'll be able to explore and fly in areas like this? Which is super awesome. It's a cool picture where Iron Man's flying around. It's like a base or something. I love it. I cannot wait to play this game, right? So he said you can absolutely fly around in areas you expect, right? You can use any of Iron Man's weapons while sprint flying, all which have custom functionalities separate from when you are either hovering or on the ground. So that's pretty damn cool. So you have a different playstyle from when you're sprint flying, when you're hovering, and then also when you're just doing a standard fly. I think that's freaking awesome. We also have special flight attack maneuvers as part of his skill tree progression. So you can unlock different abilities according to how you want your Iron Man to play, really customizing each one of your characters, not only Iron Man, but Hulk, Thor, Black Widow, Captain America. You can customize them to the absolute max of your abilities, even Miss Marvel, because sometimes I forget that she's even in the game, right? If you wanted, you could play as Iron Man as a pure dive bombing aerial support character and make strafe runs as your combat style. That's pretty dang on cool. That gives you a great customizing function for your character, and I really like that. I like that so much. So next one here, someone asked, what I want to know is, do we unlock new heroic abilities in the skill tree, or does everyone have a default 3 that are locked in place? So this is a great question. This is something I actually did want to know. He asked, a couple more questions in here, but I just had to summarize it for you guys. So looks like Vince does reply and says there are skill types which allow you to choose 3 different functions of the skill. So that's pretty cool. So you have a skill, and then you have 3 different functions of what you want the skill to do. And then he says pretty much it just allows you and gives you a good percentage of the skills that are going to be choose 3 options. So let's say, hey, choose one of these, choose one of these, and then choose one of these. So you can really customize it depending on how you want your playstyle to be, especially where the heroic abilities are concerned. Also, there are more than just combo string additions, from traversal / sprint attacks to alternate weapons to counters and other special attacks, all based off of the hero and all different. And that is freaking awesome. So you'll have possibly different, attacks, abilities from if you're sprinting, you're running, you're flying, sprint flying, to if you're using a weapon, there's different weapons in the game. Is pretty much what this is confirming for me, to different counter moves and special moves. This is freaking awesome. So next, someone asked about the Hulk traversal stuff, like, hey, how traversal is Hulk? I think there's another question actually. Hold up, let me go back. Yes, so pretty much, yeah, he dives more into the actual choose 3 option here. So it looks like the recharge rate and other small statistic upgrades like damage, area of effect, impact, etc. will be tweaked via gear, well as skill tree options, but choose 3 I'm talking about for the heroics are much more significant than that. I probably can't go into too much detail regarding specific skills because currently they're probably being watched, but for the most part it looks like you can really modify your heroic abilities, and you can tweak those to how you want to play for quick activations and length of activity with those different perks and everything like that too. I think that's super awesome. Now hopping back over to the Hulk one, it looks like with the Hulk abilities he's just saying, hey, can he actually stick onto the walls, or he's just grabbing it for a certain amount of time, or is it a limited time jump? So he answers the question here. He says Hulk can stay dug into a wall that he's clinging onto, effectively perching on the wall. Your options from perching are 1, jump to something else, or if it's a huge building, you can latch onto another section of the building and you can scale it from there. and then pretty much you can let go with, you know, either circle or B depending on what you're playing on. So that's pretty freaking awesome. And it looks like, so he doesn't wall run in more traditional senses like Captain America. So Captain America can wall run in the game. That is freaking awesome that he can wall run. I cannot, he's the character I want to use the absolute most, man. I'm hyped for this, right? So the next question we have here is, I forgot to ask anyone, but for anyone who had to play the 8-day demo, did Tony have a fuel meter like in Anthem, or could he fly as long as he wants? So that was a really important question that a lot of people had, is, you know, can he fly continuously, or can he just have like a meter like Anthem? Because of course Anthem, you burn out if you fly for too long. So it looks like he answered the question here in a couple different matters. Someone just said, hey, I played the demo, I didn't really get a chance to look at it, but he says right here, Iron Man can hover and or sprint, fly freely without a cost of his energy meter. The 8-day sequence is a special action sequence showcase where sprint flying is automatic. So you can do a lot more than what the 8-day trailer shows you, so that's pretty cool. So you can either sprint infinitely, you can fly infinitely, and hover infinitely. This is not like Anthem. You don't have to worry about your stuff powering down or overheating. You can keep going. You also said, can Iron Man shoot his repulsors while sprint flying, not hovering, in normal gameplay like he does in the 8-day sequence? And there's someone here, and looks like, you know, Vince is on top of it. He says yes, you can use any of his weapons while sprint flying. He even has special attacks from sprint flying as well. So we kind of knew that back from the first post, but that's freaking awesome. Now when it comes to the next question, someone's asking here about the skill tree and kind of how it works. So of course Vince did reply back. He said these are actually unfinished and half empty skill tree right now. The real skill tree has quite a bit more skill and depth. So as you can see by this picture, and I'll blow it up on the screen for you guys, you have a couple different options for your support abilities, your assault abilities, and your ultimate abilities. And it looks like he's saying they're actually missing some abilities, and those are going to get tweaked once the final game comes out. So that's freaking awesome. I actually really like that, man. It looks nice, and it really shows you like different abilities, what it's going to do, what's the impact, the reaction, and how to use the move. I think that's freaking awesome. So the last one we're going to talk about here, I really dove more into, I would say, Black Widow and kind of like how her guns work, because people had questions like, how is Black Widow's, you know, guns going to work? Is it just like, is it auto aim or normal aim? Does it just have no reload? Can she infinitely shoot? Stuff like that. So he did answer the question. So if people really notice, there's a couple different ways that her pistols actually work in Marvel Avengers. She actually can do a roll tuck, and that actually reloads her weapons automatically. She does not have infinite bullets. They do have to reload, so just keep that in mind. There is bullet trackers on the side. Once you shoot out of them, she does have to reload, or you can dodge roll and it automatically reloads the weapons for you. So I think that's freaking awesome. And it looks like he's pretty much just specifying how this works. Diving more detail into it, someone else actually answered the question, but he's supporting it. He says that's accurate. Also, her pistols are closer to Iron Man's as far as his repulsor blast and his weaponry. We've shown that standard firing so far, and she has quite a few more gadgets and weaponry they haven't shown yet. So that's actually a lot of information on this right now, man. Crap ton Marvel Avengers content. Looks like Black Widow's getting some upgrades. She has more weapons coming. She has more abilities coming. We've seen like the zip line that she used in one of the gameplay clips. Iron Man has infinite sprint flying, sprint weaponry, the whole nine. Hulk has a crap ton of upgrades about him traversing around, so you can really use him to jump in and out of different locations. And again, guys, I will have the full link to you guys in the description down below in the source section, so you guys can check out all the Reddit posts and read them for yourself. Lots of juicy information on Marvel Avengers. I am getting really excited about the game, and I'm hoping with Final Fantasy VII Remake coming out, we can really start seeing the marketing for Marvel Avengers start to boost up. But I'll talk about that in a different video. Anyways, if you enjoyed it, again, like it up. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. This has been your boy Infamous, and I am